there, Jennifer Louise Diaz here. Everyone calls me Jen. The moment that changed my life happened during a very stressful point in my life. Was going through infertility treatments, had just learned that my mom was diagnosed with terminal cancer, so big life stuff was going on. Went out to lunch one day with a pastor friend, and he turned to me and said, "Jen, how are you doing?" And I said, "Honestly, not so good. All of this stuff is going on, completely stressed out." And he said, "I have the perfect scripture verse that I want to share with you." And I thought, this is fantastic. He's going to share something that I can really cling to at this point in my life. He turned to Jeremiah 12:5, and this is what he read to me. "If you have raced with men on foot and they have worn you out, how can you compete with horses? If you stumble in safe country, how will you manage in the thickets by the Jordan?" And I looked at my pastor friend and said, "Seriously? Why would you share that verse with me?" And he looked at me in the eyes and he said, "Jen, life is stressful. If you're having trouble coping now, what are you going to do when things really get tough?" And I have to say, I left that lunch not feeling very comforted, as you can imagine. Things really came to a head about 3 weeks later as I was driving to work one morning, and just thinking about the things on my list to do that day had me in such a state of stress and anxiety that the thought went through my mind, wouldn't it be great to get into a car accident? Nothing serious, just something that would put me in the hospital for a day or two so that I could rest and take a day or two off. And that was my moment. I pulled the car over, sat there shaking, and thought, how did I get to this place? This is not the life that I want to live. Completely stressed out, overwhelmed, joyless, miserable. And I made a decision right then and there that I was going to start taking back control in my life, that I was going to find that joy and laughter again that I had somehow lost, that I was going to dig into that ridiculous faith that I knew was still deep down in there. And it was by no means overnight, but I really did manage to find it again, and I want to help you find yours. So if you had a moment like this, or maybe you're in this moment right now, then mama, you are in the right place. God does not want us to just survive the day, kind of white knuckling it through until 9 o'clock when we get that well-earned glass of wine. And trust me, I love my well-earned glass of wine. But he has created a world that is filled with so much beauty and joy. And sometimes we are so stressed out, running from one place to another, that we completely miss it. Truth is, there is going to be stress in your life. That's just the way it is. But even in those moments, you can tap into that laughter and joy and that faith. So let's do this. Let's find your joy again. Let's laugh together. Let's dig into the Word together. So I know you're saying, yes, how do I get started? First, make sure you sign up for Devo on the Go. 2-minute free devotions sent straight to your inbox that you can do anytime, anywhere. Be watching for the next sign up for the next Be Study on the Go, a 6-week virtual Bible study. Again, do it anytime, anywhere. We're going to do it together. We've got this, mama, and I am so excited that you're on this journey with me, and I cannot wait to get to know you better.